Welcome to yet another fun-filled and jam-packed installment of Marvel Movie Talk right here on Geekscape. I'm Christian Bladt. I'm always Christian Bladt. And usually right now, we have the biggest news in the Marvel Universe. Screen, big screen, pages, wherever you might get it. And that news was expected to be, of course, episode 4 of Daredevil Born Again. But lo and behold, we got a trailer for The Punisher One Last Kill. I don't know, about an hour and a half ago. And with us, of course, is Katie Hampton. And Katie, if you had to guess, how do you think I found out about the Punisher trailer?
Social media.
No, Daniel Drew messaged it to me.
That's great.
Yeah, that's 10 demerits for Katie. With us, as he so often is, also the great David Brody and Christina the Wisecracking Blonde. I heard a rumor that Eric Connor would be with us, but proof is in the pudding, and there's no pudding anywhere near here. So I did want to take a moment and get everybody's thoughts on the Punisher trailer. You know, we'd seen literally like a still image a day or so ago. That was as much as they were willing to give to us. I'm going to ask you first, Katie. You see Frank. Apparently, wherever he's hiding out, they don't have Bic razors, but we'll move on beyond that.
It's true, but he does have light, which is more than he had in Born Again season 1.
Yeah.
So not sure where he is exactly, but he's tripping balls, and I'm excited to see tripping balls John Barenthal.
Yes. This is the Punisher Altered States, I believe, is what this could be considered. Christina, you see Frank here, and most non-Amish, non-ZZ Top members can't make that beard work, but I think Frank manages to pull it off. Tell me if I'm wrong.
No, I think John Barenthal could do no wrong. Everything about him, perfection. Even the tacky unzipped hoodie that he's got going on, love it. Love every detail.
Yeah, I mean, and we're seeing that right now for our visual audience. I do agree, and it's good that John Barenthal can do no wrong, because as you may have noticed, this trailer let us know that he co-wrote this. Now he's an executive producer, which, let me tell people out there in the audience a little bit about show business. A lot of times your actors become executive producers because they can't justify paying them such a high salary. So they're like, well, what if we give you a producer credit? We'll kick some more money towards you to go ahead and do that. It's why Brody is an executive producer of this show, because we could not meet his asking rate as on-air talent. So yes, so he's apparently very hands-on. Entertainment Weekly has reported that he's very involved in the storytelling of this. But Brody, you see Frank Castle, the Punisher, here, and tell me what your thoughts are. Oh, Brody's muted, I think, and maybe he can't hear me. I don't know, one or two of those things. This would be the time for me to go to Eric Connor, but that son gun's not even here.
Brody's here as a trophy wife only.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
he's just here. He's just here for us.
No, eye candy.
Yeah, go ahead and give it a shot, Brody.
I'm back. I didn't hear a word you said for the past 30 seconds. My browser disconnected.
So you see this Punisher trailer? What do you think?
It's awesome. I thought it was dark and gritty, and the more effed up John Barenthal is mentally, the better I am. So I loved it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he's gone through a lot of pain the seasons of the Netflix series, and whenever he's shown up on Daredevil or anywhere else. And we do want him to really feel it. And I like that the trailer says he will lose it. So he had it all together, and now he's going to lose it. So we haven't ever seen him before, I guess, where he's actually lost it. And let's see. So Daniel Drew says the cinematography was fantastic. Oh, wait a minute. That's the episode. I thought you were talking about cinematography on the Punisher trailer is great. But Daniel is jumping the gun a little bit. And that was me just excited. But Calvertons makes a great point. That like button ain't going to pound itself. And thank you, Calvertons. Much appreciated.
Good point.
So thank you. And Daniel Drew wants to know what on earth is going on in the city. Looks like pure chaos. Hey, have you been to New York? We'll be right back. We had a good laugh about that, didn't we? But honestly, I don't know. New York didn't look any different than New York in this, but if Fisk is the mayor, or who knows where this season's going, was up until recently the mayor, who's to say? But anyway, but I'm excited about it, and we will have that on May the 12th, and that'll be here before we know it. So the week before, we're going to get Born Again episode 8. We're going to say goodbye to Daredevil for probably another year or so, but don't worry. Scant 1 week later, Frank will be back to I don't know, hopefully not rub his beard on my face. I don't want to speak for anyone else, but that's not something that I want to.
I'm open.
Yeah, as am I.
And Brody kind of gave the silent nod. He's like, he can neither confirm nor deny. Also someone who wouldn't mind a nice beard, like those a little bearded raspberry on his tummy is, of course, the great Count Eric Connor. Now with even more fear. We were literally just about to move on from the Punisher trailer. Eric Connor, what do you think about what we see from Frank?
I love that they swear in the trailer. That alone got me very excited. All my feels, the fear and the yummy in my tummy was spoken to, because that to me is like, all right, you're gonna do Punisher, like lean in. There's violence in the trailer, R-rated kind of violence, R-rated language. It's like hanging out with Brody in Jersey, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, or hanging out with Eric at a Waffle House in Delaware. Same difference, really.
Southern Delaware, please. Northern Delaware, we're too fancy for that.
It's kind of all Southern Delaware, isn't it? What were you going to say, Brody? Or weren't you?
I'm dumbfounded that somebody has a positive thing to say about Delaware.
I am the positive. I am the positive.
Yeah,
that's it.
Maybe.
And that's why you're in California. Yeah.
Well, he knows.
But he's one export.
He's still incorporated in Delaware. So we won't spend too much time on it. But before seeing the Punisher trailer, I saw this, but it's a very dubious source, and it is so something called Update Marvel. They cite a site called Beyond Reporter. And I was like, oh, okay, well, let me go to the source. And if you click on Beyond Reporter, their account's been blocked. So I don't know if this is true, but it's saying that the X-Men cast will be revealed in July at San Diego Comic-Con. And if so, Katie, you and I will be, scouring, looking around for somebody that we're like, I know who that person's playing, but we don't have to worry, because our buddy Daniel Drew, I think he just got in line for Hall H like right now. So he'll be there. He always has it covered for us. And, maybe one of our post, sort of one of the weeks where we don't have a new show to talk about, maybe we'll give some thoughts on potential casting for X-Men. But Katie, if that is something that happens during Comic-Con, there'll be a buzz that was nowhere in the air at any point last year. I felt a distinct lack of buzz.
Yeah, and I would imagine that this year's Comic-Con is going to be a little bit better in terms of just releases, announcements, maybe some panels. I'm getting like just faint whiffs of things that are happening down there, and I think there's going to be a little bit more intention this year, which I'm excited to report on.
I just figure the Tron booth will still be there, right? I mean, I think everybody's still talking about Tron, right? But yeah. Anyway, so looking forward to whatever's going on there, and I told myself that I didn't want to take more than 10 minutes away from Daredevil, especially that now Brody's only got 20 minutes. But let's talk about episode 4 of season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. Gloves off. And you might notice I got no gloves on. So I also have gloves off. In the interest of time, and the complete disregard of chivalry, I do want to start with Brody in terms of overall thoughts on the episode. Let's hold off on the big spoiler until I can get a spoiler warning on the screen. But just overall, your thoughts from the episode, Monsieur Brody.
I mean, what's to spoil? Nothing.
Nothing happened.
That's a great point. Great point. Yeah.
Nothing happened. Except some ketchup was wasted, which broke my heart.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was Hunt's. It wasn't Heinz, so it's okay. It's kind of,
that's
all it's good for is putting the Bullseye logo in the door at the diner. But look, you referenced the diner scene. I mean, what was that? 10 minutes? The whole beginning of the episode is a day in the life of Bullseye, and I was here for it because look, he's nice to the kiddies, right, Eric? I mean, come on, you know,
and the dogs. He's not just cat or dog. He likes animals, and thus, how can we hate him?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way,
he was nice.
Go ahead.
He was nice to the homeless gentleman as well.
True.
Yeah.
Seems like stand-up guy.
And that did look like a pretty good banana milkshake. It's not my choice in flavor, but I'd say that it looks like they make used to make a good one there.
Did he give the homeless guy a church coin?
He may
or
have.
a coin.
I'm gonna hope it's a coin. Yeah,
chocolate coin.
Yeah.
Hey, I see that you're hungry. Here's a Chuck E. Cheese token for you.
Great shot, though.
Yeah, exactly. And to Eric's point that he also looks out for the little guy, for the dog. Yeah,
and the dog owner.
He called him unsanitary. That's not right.
No, it's the dog owner's fault. It's not the dog's fault. But
no.
I think that
What's unsanitary is lobster at a diner.
That's where the best lobsters are always bought, and I always recommend at least 6 days after New Year's. That's prime real estate.
That's probably the most wise thing ever said on this show is the idea that if you're going to get lobster, don't do it at a diner. It's like I'm going to be in Vegas this weekend. You know what I'm not interested in getting when I'm in the desert? Sushi. No, I'm okay. Mm-hmm. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's good. So yeah, but that whole sequence, I mean, spending that much time with Bullseye, I don't know. I thought that it was pretty close to perfect. I would say. What are your thoughts, Katie? Oh, well, we heard what the dog thought.
Unsanitary dog.
Stop calling me a dog.
Yeah, seriously, brother. Come on. It's not the 90s anymore.
If I could, I would at least consider you very sanitary.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Sanitary bitch. That's my headline.
Oh
your new handle.
Right.
I mean, either a new podcast or possibly band name. Let's workshop it. Let's figure it out.
Title of your
Let's
memoir.
hear from you, the audience. No, I thought it was really cool. It's interesting because we get these like full sequences with Bullseye, but like we're not really understanding the connection of like what is Bullseye's point within this entire storyline in season 2? Like, he obviously was trying to kill Fisk, in season 1, and now we're in season 2, and he's still going after him. Why does he consider himself the good guy? Because his neighbor says, "You're a good boy." I'm curious as to what his logical thinking is. Like, he's clearly trying to help Daredevil out in all of these circumstances, but like, why?
Yeah, but I mean, I think we, at least in this episode, we get a better sense for what he thinks. He's like, "Don't worry, I'm one of the good guys." Wait, what? You're one of the good guys. Well, then I really don't want to see the bad guys. And look, the task force guys, not good guys. So there's that. What were you going to say, Brody?
I mean, he's a good guy in the same vein that Punisher's a good guy.
Sure,
he's killing the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
He's really at this point no different than Punisher. He's taken out the trash, and he's trying to at least balance the scales and get rid of bad people and not kill good people anymore. And maybe in hopes that he can overcome killing Foggy and some of the things he's done in the past. So he's not like Daredevil's friend, but he's helping Daredevil because he thinks it's making him a better person. And by going to church, he, does some Hail Marys and he'll be forgiven. And so there's a flaw in that logic, but that's his logic at this point. He's going to be forgiven by doing good deeds now.
Yeah, I think that at least that's the way that he sees it. And by the way, you're right. He is taking out the trash. He's taking out the papers in the trash. And I'm surprised that they didn't sneak a music drop of Yakety Yak. Don't talk back. But the usage of New York State of Mind, they play a lot of it. I was trying to do the accounting in my head. They spent a lot of money on that song. That's all I'm going to say. Quick side story. I'll flex for my wife's sake. She was a writer in Orange is the New Black, and I would read over her scripts before she'd turn them in. And she used a Bruce Springsteen song, and I was like, okay, that's cute. All right, you better find another song because there's no way you're gonna get to use it. And I was like, Bon Jovi maybe. And she showed me the Springsteen song was in there because they were willing to spend the money. So I was like, all right,
girl.
Yeah. So
was it 57 channels and nothing on? AKA his best song.
Well, I think we all know that. Well, that would actually be cheaper because that's a solo song, not an E Street Band song, but I digress.
Right. Hey, Christian, pick that up. Pick that up.
What am I picking up?
The name you dropped.
No, you mean my wife?
Yeah. Your wife, the show, Bruce Springsteen, all of it.
All of it.
It's very impressive.
It hit his feet.
I am seeing Bruce Springsteen tonight at the Forum, so I'm glad that this came up. That might be why it's on my mind. Yeah.
Oh, mention your wife. I'm sure he'll remember. Like
she's not coming. No, she won't be there. She's gonna watch.
Oh, power move.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. You think she wants to spend 4 hours sitting there watching Bruce and a guitar? No, believe me, she's gonna be much happier. Anyway, Christina, I wanted to get your thoughts as we're watching sort of the wheels turning in Bullseye's head. What do you feel like is going on with him, at least from his point of view?
Yeah, I sense a lot of mommy issues. I sense some things happening with the neighbor lady and also with the Vanessa and everything. He's got some stuff going on, and I think he's looking for absolution anywhere he can find it. And even with the waitress, like his whole dynamic is very Pleasantville, very weird. He's got some psychological stuff going on. So with Katie, you're like, oh, I wonder what his logic is. I'm like, I doubt there is any.
I did like her reaction to when he said, "What are you famous for?" Because you looked at her face and she's like, nothing. Like, you know where you are, right?
Right.
So yeah, I thought that was funny. And Eric, I know that you want to make sure that we go with the side-by-side comparison of Bullseye and, of course, Vince from Pulp Fiction. So this made you think of the framing of him with the milkshake that he borrows from Marcellus Wallace's wife, Mia.
I actually just got nostalgic for $5 shakes.
Oh,
That seemed so expensive then, so cheap now. Even a McDonald's shake is over $5, although technically there's no milk in them, so they're just shakes, not milkshakes.
Yeah, but when they're green for St. Patrick's Day, I'll pay any price. But I think everybody knows that about me. But I thought that I also like that they don't want us to forget about the Punisher. So when he makes his call, he's like, "Yep, the Punisher's here, and he's got a gun." And it's reminded me of Julie Brown, the Homecoming Queen's got a gun. But again, they'd already blown their music budget on some hack named Billy Joel, so they weren't going to be able to use that. So I don't know, Eric. I want to make sure that before we move on from the. I was going to call it beautiful, but it's very well made, this opening sequence with Bullseye.
Well, Christian and I got a text from Brody basically after, I assume right after you watch that scene, and he just sent us a note. It's like the first 10 minutes are incredible. And this whole set piece is, I'm going to put it up there with pretty much any set piece from the Marvel Universe. Like, I thought it was that impressively done, drawn out. It was the most scared I've been in a diner since, I don't know, Sopranos finale. It was incredibly wrought. And his performance really it keeps getting me to the point. Like, I don't imagine him making it to the mothership of MCU on the big screen, but he deserves it. I think this actor has brought so much to the role without much dialogue. And I have a theory that as we get into sort of, He stops by church. You know, I don't know if he was just looking to be blessed like Rocky in the first movie before he goes off and do this mad killing. I initially thought, oh shoot, he's going to frame this all on the Punisher and kill everyone there, including that nice milkshake lady. And instead, of course, it's targeted. I'm seeing him as an avenging, or he sees himself as an avenging angel. I think like there's an element of that where if he is, I know, having his own weird come to Jesus moment, what role does he play in all this? And yeah, he's targeting the agents. And as we know, a lot of them are pretty nasty people, but then you have a couple in there that, I don't know, they just need some work. And of course, the parallels to where we are in 2026 deepens this, darkens it, and makes it all the more terrifying. So hats off to all the creators behind this scene.
Yes, and the actor's name is Wilson Bethel. I think it's important to notice or to shout out. It's important to notice, but that's not necessarily why I'm here. But it's here to point out the fact that, and you know, again, this is one of those things where they certainly could have, and maybe at one point planned to recast from the Netflix series, but I was very glad that they carried him over. There's no reason not to, and you know, he's gotten so much more to do. You know, arguably, well, one of the most important characters in Daredevil Born Again because of what he does to Foggy, you know. And I thought that it was so powerful the way that Matt just tells him, don't talk about it. You know, don't talk about him not like this. You know what I mean? It's like, this isn't fight banter, you know.
Take my Fogg's name out of your mouth.
Exactly. I think that sounds like a t-shirt. If you could make one of those. Yeah.
Christian, if I may, I had a question for the panel about Bullseye. What's your favorite weapon he's used thus far in the run of the show, even going back?
I mean, I did like that, you know, I think we kind of all knew when he was surveying the silverware at the diner. So just being ready to use anything. But I'll let the rest of the panel speak up if anybody can think of a favorite item that he used either in this episode or another. Brody rose his hand, so I will recognize, the chair recognizes the gentleman from New Jersey.
Brooklyn. If
Where
I
do you live
remember
now?
correctly,
you're representing your district on the show. Yep, but you're representing your district on the show.
Hey, Eric, where are you from?
Parts unknown.
Yeah, he's from Burbank.
But I represent Burbank.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go. If I remember correctly, it was this season he killed a man with his tooth.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
that was my vote.
Okay, you know what? That is it's going to be hard to top that. But anybody else have a favorite? He didn't actually kill anybody with the coin, which is what I was kind of expecting. Or did he? Am I forgetting that he got somebody with it? Or maybe
not yet.
I think so. He definitely got a toothpick in there, and I was like, "Oh, Jackie Daytona, the regular human bartender." But I did love that he used the straw to just. I mean, the eyes are like the most exposed thing that I'm like, okay, where is he going to shoot this toothpick at someone? I was like, he's going to go in the neck, whatever, but he went right for the eye. And I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's a very vulnerable spot.
It goes right through. Yeah.
And
right.
You know, even amidst all this, he's able to tell the milkshake lady that that was a really good milkshake. So Brody, I do know that you bring all the boys to the yard because your milkshake is better than mine, but you do have to go. And I'm trying to save the spoiler part of the conversation, but just general overall thoughts before we see you again next week to talk episode 5.
Yes. So my thought is, I think they're going to do what I suggested they should have done with Foggy, where it drags on for a while and it could go either way, causing anger and suspense, and it accomplishes the same thing. If you remember what I said about Foggy.
No, I remember what you're saying, but look, I mean, Nate's going to be back next week. I don't know why you're making such a big deal about it. I mean, that seems like such a strange thing for you to say, but finish your thought.
I think if Foggy, if what happened that you don't want to talk about yet happened to Foggy, it could have dragged on for 6-7 episodes and maybe, still be around kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I
no,
don't think,
the episode with
final.
The episode where Foggy ordered a bacon, egg, and cheese, and they made it with American cheese, that was disastrous. And I
would not order that. You got to put Swiss on that occasionally to spice it up a little bit.
The craziest.
I love that Swiss is the spice.
Yeah, it's like everybody knows it's pepper jack.
Not in New York, it's not.
My name is not Jack. Brody, thank you for carving some time out for us.
Sure.
I do appreciate it. If people want more of you, is your podcast called The Jersey Boys, or is that a musical? I'm confused.
No, I don't sing. It's the Brooklyn Boys, because that's where I'm from. And it's not about Brooklyn.
No.
But if you like neurotic people, but from Brooklyn, and you like Larry David, but even more Brooklyn, then you will like the Brooklyn Boys podcast. So find me there. And of course, all my social media, most of it's at David Brody. There you go.
We appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Brody. And we will see you next week. So thank you, as always, to the David Brody. All right.
That was a good log line, though. He's really selling his show.
Oh yeah. It's the Brooklyn Boys, but it's not about Brooklyn. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And look, if somebody wants to check in from across the pond, hi from the UK. I can't wait for Daredevil episode 5. Yeah, they are. This is a perfect testament to the value in a weekly episodic release with an occasional double dip when you feel like it warrants it. But imagine if this had all dropped on one day and we saw the end of episode 4 and we were planning like, I'm going to go to bed after episode 4. And then it ends and I'd be like, all right, I guess I'll be watching the remaining 4 episodes now to see where it goes. And thank you, Daniel. That was last season with the tooth during the prison escape. So we appreciate that.
That's a good one.
So I think that I was a little disappointed that the swordsman was like, you don't have any need for me. I'll ask you first, Katie. You think he might show up again, old Jack Duquesne, or he was like, I've been I think he said I've been in a cage for 6 months, so he's probably going to be, in the meadow from Sound of Music and just like, doesn't want to come here the whole time. Just doesn't want to come anywhere near New York.
Maybe, I would hope that if he does come back, we might see some other friends with him, perhaps. But I love that he's like, I need to get out of this suit. And understandably, if that's the same suit you've been wearing for the last 6 months, it does look pretty damn good. But I mean, yeah, I think we'll see him again. I think we might see him in more of a Hawkeye range than anything. I do love this actor. I think he's phenomenal as a swordsman. And I do hope we see him again, because it does feel like, especially with the White Tiger niece coming in and being, I'm pretty sure, the new White Tiger from now on, it seems like we got this like ground level team up that I'm hoping someone with web slinging might come in. Kingpin is being mentioned more and more. You know me, I'm always shipping those two to be on screen together.
I feel like Sony would be happy to have Kingpin on their big screen, but they don't want to share Spidey with a small screen, which is very one-sided. But you know what? That's why you don't sell your most valuable intellectual property when you're desperate in the 90s, I suppose. But I mean, I think any kind of interaction between Spider-Man and Kingpin, whenever we get it, I think would actually be great. And of course, if we're going to make sure that we shout out actors, Tony Dalton is the actor who plays Jack Duquesne, which is a very cool name. If I needed an alias checking into a hotel, that's the name I would use, which now I told everybody. So it's a good thing I don't need an alias. But I mean, we know that we are getting a friend who we haven't seen yet. So there could be, towards the end of the season, maybe we'll get a collection of, I don't know, maybe some people who are looking to defend the people of New York against Wilson Fisk. What do you think, Christina? You think Matt's gonna have like an Anne Friends sort of quality? It's Daredevil and the rest of the gang, hopefully at some point.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna have to, because he's great and all, but continues to get his ass handed to him from time to time. And so I think he has to. And even Duquesne was like, you're just a figurehead at this point. Like, you're giving people hope. And so I think all they're doing is planting seeds that all these various people, you got Jessica Jones coming back, you got the White Tiger, you got all of these things that are eventually all going to come to fruition.
No, absolutely. I think that, and I don't know if it's true, but I've heard spoilery reports for people who may have been spotted on set in season 3. I don't want to dig too deep because in my mind I can still have plausible deniability. But if it's true, it's also very exciting. So, I mean, I think one of the best things about, at least as a kid, I loved crossovers and team ups in the Marvel universe. Eric, you know that extends way beyond comic book characters, though, because of how many times I've offered to let you borrow my VHS of the Flintstones Meet the Jetsons, and the time that I invited you over, you thought to watch an actual film, and it was actually just a screening of the crossover between Murder, She Wrote and Magnum PI.
With the hurricane that hit all of the NBC lineup, including Golden Girls.
Golden Girls, Empty Nest, and Nurses. Yes. It was Hurricane Saturday. Whew. I don't think Florida ever recovered from that.
Florida man was born that day.
That would actually make sense. But we'll talk about the big part of the ending momentarily. But the episode does end mid-fight. Matt and Bullseye, they're out the door, and it's not like, oh, you want to take 5? No. So Matt might need some help as soon as next episode, But what are your thoughts on? Hey, Erica, are you leaf blowing while you're talking?
That's not me. That's actually not me.
It's not.
It's me.
It's you. I muted Christina because I'm like, I bet she's in a neighborhood where there's leaf blowing, and I'm like, nope, it's not her. That's right. We'll get back.
Well,
to
they come out specifically then.
They only come out at night in this house. Tony Dalton, by the way, let me just shout out Better Call Saul, which he was so amazing in that, to the point where I remember him showing up in that first episode already. It felt like I was already afraid of him, just from his saying hello, basically. So wonderful performer. He is listed for 5 episodes. I'm envisioning, hopefully not in a too cheesy way, that he pulls a Han Solo and basically comes to help save Daredevil in some key fight scene.
Oh, I thought you were talking Han Solo episode 7. I thought that's I was like, why would Adam Driver kill him? I mean, that doesn't even make sense for the narrative.
Kate Bishop kills him. If we're really going with that, right?
No, I think she likes him more than her mom.
Yeah, but Ben Solo liked his dad at some point, and then didn't. It happens. Yeah. I have 2 teenage boys. Did I mention?
Okay.
So
fair.
No, I think that he's great. I do see him coming back. If they have a Luke Cage, real Cage kind of joke at some point, that he was in a cage. That's a cage. I'm here for that. I doubt it will happen. Only in my most beautiful of dreams, but he'll be back at some point. I could see him coming back a little bit more, but they haven't really let him loose. I know how excited we were last week when he actually used a sword. Yeah. And it's like, well, that is half his name. We've seen the man part.
We knew the man part.
Yeah, man part is established. So I feel like, they definitely could get him back. I mean, if they go with a big, all out fight scene towards the end, featuring all the defenders, or at least everyone but Iron Fist and him, I could imagine that happening.
Why must you speak so poorly of Finn Jones, who has been a guest on the Geekscape Network? I think you should probably.
I wasn't talking about Finn Jones. I was just talking about Iron Fist. It's a character. It's not a man.
It's a great character, though. I mean, and it's always worth mentioning that when that show ended, Colleen Wing was the one in possession of the Iron Fist.
Oh, that's true.
So,
okay.
So, all right. So, that's. Oh man, I got to give out 10 more demerits. But listen. If Jack Duquesne returns, we need him to look like that, right? I mean, that's
I pray.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't even as purple as it looked in the other image that I used. By the way, I've never seen the Scarlet Witch in purple before. You think that they were like, well, we only have 3 colors, so let's just make it work. But
I love the book frame around her head.
Yeah. Well, that That was her senior class photo, actually, for all of them. So they
Was she in traction in that photo? Was that like to protect her neck? Like a halo, right?
She actually put her face through a book to show anyway. So so Ladastro and Brody's not here to do the Astro noise, but Swordsman helped with the final big battle like Frank did in season 2. Yeah, they keep telling us we're not going to have Frank. That could be a misdirect, especially with his special showing up the week later. The trailer makes me think he hasn't seen anybody in a while, though. You know, what do you think, Christina? You think that there's a chance that we may be seeing Frank this season?
I think it would be weird if we didn't, because we know that he's being held, and we also know that Daredevil is going to need all the help he can get, and we also know that Karen has an affinity for Colin Frank when things get tough, and
boy does she.
We know he's coming back for his own show, and then we know he's coming back for Spider-Man. So there's no reason for them to not sort of lob him up as like the very lead.
Yeah, no, I definitely would. I think the more Frank, the better. And, you know, I think him being in the Spider-Man movie doesn't, and that they're doing the one-off TV series, doesn't mean that in a year or two, we can't get a season of a Punisher series. You know, that's what I would like to see. And I went down a very slight casting rabbit hole recently. And the young girl in season 3 of The Punisher is a character named Amy that he's trying to keep alive. That actress is actually the cousin who fills like a sisterly role on the TV series for the show Ted, the talking teddy bear show on Peacock. And I was like, oh my God, she was Amy. Yeah. And because I was like, oh, have I seen this girl before? And it turned out, yes, it was kind of a while ago. So anyway, so maybe he's going to have to keep Ted safe, because that bear gets his mouth gets him in a lot of trouble. That's all I'm going to say.
That's a crossover I'm here for too, by the way.
If Ted shows up Punisher?
Yeah.
But Ted has to come to New York City. Like it has to be. It can't be the other way around. They've already got Brennan over on Ted. They can't also take
Bear in the City, Ted 3. I think we're ready.
Listen, you know, Frank isn't too picky. I mean, Frank will hang out with look, anybody who needs his services, I think, is really the way to talk about it. You know, if he sees a young bear in trouble, he would probably do his best to help out. And I remember from, I don't know, I think it was about 30 years ago. I've showed this before, but the Punisher met Archie because there were some ne'er-do-wells in Riverdale.
You've been getting.
It does make it look like he's shooting Archie, which I'm going to spoil. It. That's not what happens. Jughead takes one right to the crown, but no, none of that happened. Yeah. And our buddy Jordan Bloom, who sometimes is on here, he did a Minor Threats crossover with Archie as well. And I hesitate to try to describe what happens to Mr. Weatherby in that, but anyway, that's this is neither the time.
He had it coming.
All right. I'll take back 5 of those demerits I gave you for the musical. You know that we're a sucker for musical theater here on the show. I want to make sure that we talk about a few aspects of what was going on, and a very, and I do mean very, divisive character is Mr. Charles, played by Matthew Lillard. Is it Lillard?
Lillard.
It is Lillard, right? Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Lillard.
Billiards? I don't know. You know, but and I did appreciate how much Mr. Fisk did not enjoy the way that he was being spoken to, and Buck immediately pulls a gun. And I did like the way that Charles is like, it's cute, but you can put your hands down. And then he immediately kills Mr. Charles's goons. But, you know, despite what happened to his goons, at no point does Matthew Lillard flinch. I I was making the contention
until they leave.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Then he finally did. Yeah.
That would have been a great deodorant commercial. Never let them see you sweat, you know. But
or a diaper commercial, either way.
Oh, you know what? Maybe a combination deodorant, old diaper. Let's send that down to the lab. We'll see what they can develop. I've made the point to a text thread that I'm on. I maybe have made the contention to somebody who started Geekscape and does a lot of the shows, and you see his name a lot. I may have said, you're not supposed to like him, right? He's actually very annoying and unlikable. It's the point of the character. And I don't know. I mean, and I think we talked about this last week and the week before, that Vincent D'Onofrio is like, yeah, people are talking about Matthew Lillard. It's very difficult to be around him when he's in character because he's really annoying. But it's because he's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know.
And he's a great actor.
Daniel, you agree with me, so your comment goes up on the screen. That was a great scene. Now just know Katie can put comments up on the screen too. So if you don't agree with me,
I'm not watching the comments. I'm got too many things doing on the Geekscape network. So
bring me into
yeah. You know what? It makes the show better. I shouldn't look at the comments, but I need Daniel.
Should.
I need Daniel to answer a lot of questions for me.
He's your fact checker. The thing is,
yes,
he's reminding me of his character in Scream. Like he's really like he was so annoying and obnoxious and murdering everybody, and you were still like, damn, he's charming. Like you can't make me hate Matthew Lillard no matter how annoying he is.
He's always going to be Shaggy. Like you can never take that away from him. You can try.
I think this is like a specific departure from all of those characters, and that's what I like really love what he's doing with this character. Like it's clearly like he's trying to be something in front of Kingpin, and I'm curious as to like what that whole thing, like what he thinks he's projecting.
Yeah,
because I love that moment at the very end when he looks at the dead bodies and he's like, shit. Like he's very clearly in over his head. And so I love what Matthew Lillard is doing with this character. Like I don't really understand his motivations, but I kind of love that about him because he's a continual mystery and I want to know more about his character, but I'm great with not knowing more about his character in this season because we've got a lot going on.
That's actually exactly what I was going to say. I would love it if more on him is a season 3 thing. Like season 2 ends, we're like, what the hell was he doing there? What do you have going on?
And we have never verified any credentials. He just keeps saying Langley or the agency or whatever. He's throwing things around, but we don't know.
He dropped Valentina's name the first time he showed up, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's right. She made a call.
But to be fair, you show Eric, if you show up and say, I'm Mr. Charles, Julia Louis-Dreyfus sent me, I'm going to believe you, you know? Because like, Elaine might not be able to dance, but she's not a liar. By the way, I like with the comment up, we're able to read the captioning for our visual audience where it says officers grunt, bodies thudding, which is actually when Eric is watching adult content. That's actually what it always says on the screen. That's your preferred is actually officers.
I have a very unique niche.
It's a different version of an officer and a gentleman and another gentleman, but we don't.
It's a parody of the show called Cops, but it's called I'll let you fill in the rest.
See what Brody misses by having to go back to work. But Katie, have you gotten away on a Mr. Charles? I want to make sure I give you a chance. That would you be disappointed? You were sort of saying that I'd like to leave the mystery. But isn't it even money that he just gets a bullet right in the head at any point?
I mean, it is an even money thing, but I'm like, Lillard of all people, you don't just bring in to shoot off at the end of the series or at the end of the season. Like, I feel like he's going to be longer threaded. I hope he gets threaded into some of the MCU stuff because he feels like that kind of a character that's going to be like popping in and out of like different universes.
He could be like an evil Coulson, where it's like
that's what it feels like that they're going for with him. Like I really
isn't Valentina already that?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
She's an evil Nick Fury though. You know, isn't that more accurate? I'm sorry, Christina. Go ahead.
No, I was thinking the same thing. Like maybe they'll have him playing off of Valentina at some point where it's sort of like a back and forth. Maybe they're vying for power.
I mean, if you're telling me that there'll be some movie where there'll be action figures that include Elaine Bennis and live action Shaggy, it wasn't me Shaggy, but
Sold.
Shaggy from I mean, Daniel Drew understands that when you see some of those solicitations for action figures, like I need to buy them immediately. Daniel, though, says I'm not sure if he isn't over his head. I feel like he's more than he appears to be, or at least he was just annoyed that the goons were his ride back to the airport.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
How about this to sort of reverse this on what Daniel's saying? What if he's actually much less than he appears to be, and he's throwing his weight around, and Valentina's like, "You did what? What? Like, you're supposed to handle my travel. Like, what are you doing? Doing all of this stuff?" And
I feel like he's more of a barometer of where Kingpin is in this whole spiel. Yeah. Like, all he wants clearly, like the only motivation that we understand of Lillard's character is that he wants those guns distributed to whomever, so they can get to shooting.
That was a made-up country that they used, right? I was pretty sure that you'll hear that sometimes. The country that he wants these are supposed to be in. These weapons are supposed to be in the hands of some freedom fighters. I don't remember where they said Palo Alto, but that's Silicon Valley, so I don't think that's right. I should really take notes when I watch this show. But before we move on to the fight. And there's a lot of elements to the fight. Anything that you feel that we've left unturned, Eric? I know you send a lot of images my way, so I guess before we get to the fight, you did do the comparison to the church coin. And then now Brody's not around to see the chocolate
some guilt.
Coin. The Hanukkah
in honor of the last day of Passover.
Is that today?
That is tonight. I'm back on bread.
Yay!
Wait, you mean
that should be the title of your memoir?
The 70s folk singers, baby, I'ma want you. You're gonna be back on bread
all the time. I never got off that bread. That bread is kosher for Passover. Thank God. 8 days without bread, the band would have killed me. I mean, the only thing I would add, I mean, you guys basically said it. Like Matthew Lillard, I agree, really great in this. I love that the thing that keeps getting traction is Vincent D'Onofrio having to explain, like, no, what I meant to say. He's annoying in character. I like the man, I promise. Because all of a sudden, Matthew Lillard is in the middle, even more so than Paul Dano. Matthew Lillard seems to be, his name keeps coming up with the Tarantino rage baiting. So he's great in this role. It's a mysterious role. I love that we know very little about him. And I think that moment when he did say shit at the end was key. It was like a really human moment for him, for a character that if you told me he was a leftover from Secret Invasion, I'd believe it. But here he is like, there is so much to him that they haven't shown us yet, which is really fun. It's a great approach to writing a character. It's like you don't have to give it all up front. Leave some in the back end and like let it peel a little bit at a time. So, I mean, he's credited for being on, I think, every episode this season. So they are gonna ship him off to off this mortal coil. It's not gonna be for a while, so we still got Mr. Lillard to kick around.
Maybe he's got one of those pay or play deals, because I don't think he's been in every episode. But good for him if he gets paid for if you're a guest star and you get paid for episodes, if you get paid for episodes you're not even in. I don't want to put words in about Katie, but that sounds like the dream.
Honestly, it does sound like the dream, and that's usually because they have them in the recap. If they're not like in the episode, it's because they show them in the recap.
That's the thing I'll always talk about, is that it'll spoil, like, character that I don't remember from the Netflix Daredevil series was in the recap. Well, I guess I know who we're going to see in this. That's a great point. All right, well, let's dive into the fight. And it was, of course, the fight that everybody was talking about in the content of the show, but There was really only one fight that our buddy Eric Connor was talking about. So why don't you talk about this? Describe this for our old-time listeners gathered around the Victrola in the parlor by the fireplace.
For you radio listeners out there, we've got a heck of a humdinger of a battle here between Nepo Fini, that is Michael Gandolfini, versus Christian Bladt. One of the great southpaws ever to make his way through Poughkeepsie.
Yes, Bladt was my grandfather, so I had to be Bladt. It skipped a generation. My dad would never get in the ring, but yeah.
Blatt cubed.
Thank you. Yes, exactly. And you were so excited. You actually texted me this before you made together. And
I couldn't sit on it like an egg. I had to let it hatch.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, of course. Yeah. And
3 rounds of smile the smile really does it. Not enough people smile in their boxing posters. I'm glad you felt confident enough to.
I mean, if I was in this ring, I would be so happy. Honestly, even if he, kicked my ass, I would still be like, oh, but I got one good punch into that face. But anyway,
he's like, what have you been calling me on your show?
Gandolfini. Yeah, I know. And as we talk about Gandolfini, Eric, you also sent me some way of background that I didn't realize this was the case. And this image has a photo of young Michael Gandolfini, and he might have a cute face, but I bet he was a douche even back then. But John Hamm has been quietly mentoring Michael Gandolfini since his father James died. Quote, "My dad told me you were a good guy." I mean, all right. It's Don Draper. He's not really a good guy, but I see what you're saying.
Well, this is coming straight from the Bro Bible.
Right.
What was that, Katie?
I said this is coming straight from the Bro Bible.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the exact same thought.
Well, the quote is also unclear because in my mind, then maybe is it John Hamm's dad who said to John Hamm about Michael Gandolfini, "My dad told me you were a good guy."
All right,
which
if
is
John Hamm's dad said,
me.
Yeah, and by the way, yeah, I only just now realized why you were saying Bro Bible. I was like, oh, I must have.
There it is.
That's where this image is from. But
there it is.
Anything Eric sends me, it's basically a new entry in the Bro Bible. It's the ongoing conversation that we're having. Yeah, I would think that Michael said this, that James Gandolfini was the one who said this. I don't want it to be too upsetting to anybody in our audience or on our panel, but you did make this case, Eric, that I couldn't help but not think about the fact that there will be a UFC fight on the White House lawn for the 250th anniversary of the United States that is actually not being held on 4th of July, but on the sitting president's birthday. But anyway, so they're doing that. A fight that is going to be such a clusterfuck. Even Joe Rogan, who's the voice of the UFC, is like, oh, this thing's going to be fucked.
Yeah.
He's just like, this is terrible. And he talked about it like the card's okay, but the logistics are going to be awful. It's like, it's going to be high. Who's been to Washington, D.C. in June? I have.
It's miserable.
Outside is not the place to be.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
I think Woodrow Wilson used to host like bum fights back in the day.
Yeah.
But I'm so stunned by this, and I know it's not the place, not the time, but that idea of I'm watching Daredevil and I can keep making very direct lines to current politics, current people in power, and that's kind of horrifying.
It's the hard thing about this show. I think we talked about it last week. I know, Christina, you made the epic comment of like, it's really hard to get away from reality and like do a little dissociation with fantasy with this. But I mean, it is nice to at least see somebody getting their ass kicked, even though it is by Wilson Fisk.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is, Fisk is likable. So that's a deviation.
Well, a huge one.
Right.
And he's also intelligent. So that's there are big differences,
And Christina, it's his real hair that he has.
True. Yeah. Yeah. So let's not sell Fisk short about
that's
good
true.
things he's got going on. Yeah.
Before we get to the fight itself, let's talk about the gathering of A-list talent who turned up for this. Not only was Daniel there, but so was the BB Report, who somebody wanted to take a selfie, which we know what that was story wise, so she could get whatever's on that. I didn't realize that memory cards and flash drives were still a thing. By the way, I thought everything just went digital, but yeah, that's
SD
fine.
cards, yeah,
you're right.
This was a really risky move, and like, I don't know, especially with God, now I can't even figure out Gandolfini's real character name.
His character's name is Daniel.
Daniel. Okay, yes, thank you.
Not Daniel. No, don't you ever talk about Daniel Drew like that. Don't compare him to this Daniel.
No, different Daniel. But like, Daniel seems to know exactly what's going on with the BB report, with what she's been doing behind the scenes. I did find it interesting and weird that White Tiger was like, I can do this. I can deliver this SD card. It's not going to be a big deal. And then she goes to the Arepas guy. Yeah. And then she hands him a wad of cash. Hey, where'd you get the cash? B, like, this guy, I mean, it was so obvious. Like, it was so... I don't know. Like, this is like, I'm worried about BB's health.
Yeah. Considering that we know how things went for her uncle, I think that let's put it this way: she's not the character that I would want to see leave this show in a body bag. I think that would, But anyway, so and. Katie, I believe you latched on to the fact that Eric, I don't think you sent a picture of Daniel after he bought all the merch, but that it comes up. Oh, I hope you got a discount, and I believe Katie, you enjoyed his response to that.
There's a discount? Shit. I loved that. It felt so perfect for his character to just like buy everything full price when he works for the freaking man that it's like promoting. Like, that's such a dumbass move. And I there's a reason why Gandolfini is like such a sad character.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm way past the point where I could feel sorry for him, whatever happens. But that was
at some point, Didi. Well, it's clear he's on to her. I mean, like, that's the one thing. Yeah. And at some point, Didi's going to have to, one way or the other, pay the piper.
You mean BB?
BB,
not Didi, not Daredevil,
no.
Right? BB.
No.
BB is like, I mean. Here's the thing, Daniel is like clearly like, I want to date you. I really want to date you. Yeah. But she's like, nah, bro, this isn't a date. This is like not a thing. She's sending all the signals of no. And he's very incel-y and like keeping going for it.
I was going to say, what could be a more incel-y line than when she says, not a date. Not yet.
Bro. Yeah, exactly.
That made me make this face, by the way, when our audio audience, it is an exasperated Mayor Wilson Fisk.
His trunks are up pretty high, right? I mean, this is what boxers do so they can get more low blows called against their opponent. It is a little bit of a sucker move, but listen, I won't hold it against them. We all got to protect our jewels.
And Daniel's pointing out that the other Daniel, the on-screen Daniel, is dumb and cocky, and he does say he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, and he is also not an all-star. And I do not want him to get his game on. So I appreciate all of that. So the fight itself, I mean, people are into it like way longer than I thought they would be. But there's at least the moment when they're like, oh no, we turned up for violence, but not this. What did you think, Christina, as the fight went along and people are like, oh no.
Yeah, it went on longer than I expected it to, honestly. And then the whole time I'm thinking, why would this guy volunteer for this fight? Like, everybody knew like he wasn't gonna really be able to do any damage, and I'm like, did he just want his name on a card? And then I'm like, oh well, it's a show, so like,
he's some kind of heavyweight champion, or he's some weight. He's got to be heavyweight if he's. And by the way, Wilson Fisk. Wilson Fisk weighing in. What did they say? 350.
300.
I was.
So 3 something. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, he he must not like hearing that. He's like, he knows what he weighs, but he's like, I didn't need you to say it. Don't say
another stark difference of reporting what his actual weight is
from an accurate perspective. Yeah, I do think he looks much fitter than I expected with the way that they style him in his suits, and then to actually be like, oh, there's some muscle definition there, and you're like, oh.
That's always been the interesting thing about the Punisher character in the comic books is that he's this big guy, but then when you actually get into any kind of physical altercation, you realize like, oh yeah, this guy, I don't think he killed the guy in the ring, but he could have, and people were concerned, like, is he breathing? You know? So that was I don't know. I mean,
he was twitching, so he definitely did some brain damage.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna have a good tomorrow.
I would say that I did notice, though, that the fight choreography and just sort of the uncomfortable realism was better than any trailer that I saw for a film called The Beast that is in theaters this weekend, which is a fight movie. And I was like, oh, I'll just watch Daredevil again. I don't know how Russell Crowe went from being Cinderella Man to playing Mickey from the first Rocky, but that's what happens. I guess time stops for no one, even the great Russell Crowe.
Christian, he co-wrote that movie, by the way.
This new one.
Yes, the boxing movie or the MMA movie.
It's an MMA movie, yeah. Well, that made me feel like this.
That's what he did to the script, I believe.
Oh, you mean he punched it up? We'll be right back.
Hey-o.
That's what they call it.
This is such a weird, charity event to put on.
Yeah, thank you. It's a very weird charity event.
Well, Woodrow Wilson's bum fights raised a lot of money for the Klan.
That's true, and they were gloveless too because bare knuckles.
I'm sorry.
Did you say that?
Then. Did you say it raised money for the Klan? Is that what you said?
Woodrow Wilson wasn't the greatest guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the tariff money wasn't rolling in the way he thought it was, and so
he had to outsource.
Yeah,
get it, Christina.
So, Eric, I don't know enough about this nonsense, so why don't you explain what this is? That Johnny Knoxville in this picture?
So you do know enough about this.
Well, I know who that is, but why? Why is Steven Tyler dressed in a? Why is Steven Tyler working at Foot Locker?
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
I got you.
Flavor Flav. That's Butterbean. So I don't know. As I was watching this fight scene, I remember when Butterbean fought Johnny Knoxville in they were in like a Macy's, and they had a boxing match inside the Macy's. It didn't go great for Johnny Knoxville. And it felt more evenly matched than this fight in Daredevil.
You give us a little representation of how this ended for Johnny Knoxville, who says he's finally retiring from Jackass after the new one.
I hope so.
It's probably a little late, but
yeah,
who am I to say? So they get the news that they wanted during the fight. So Frank's really happy that they kill the captain of the Northern Star, which, I don't know. When you hear that the federal marshals will be here soon, I was like, I guess that guy's going to die, huh?
Yeah.
It's not like, my friend Jessica's here to keep you safe. No. We're bringing the U.S. Marshals, We're bringing Tommy Lee Jones from The Fugitive. He'll be here.
Right.
There's a few times in this show where I was convinced someone was going to die. Matt and Karen saying, I love you. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that pause before Karen said it back? I nearly said that to the email chat. I was like, that was a...
Look, I've been there. I'm just going to say I've been there. That pause, how long it was. It only felt like 5 years longer than it actually was. So, you're a great guy.
Yeah.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah. I love you too, Princess, as a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Asshole. Yeah.
Well, it's good to be loved.
Yeah, that was rough. Their entire relationship this season has been really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I did. I liked when they were fighting, like, the the sparring,
Sure.
I guess is what you should call that. Well, Daniel wants to know, was there a mole, or they just know the government's moves? I mean, I don't know. Buck seems to know everything, in all honesty. But yeah, I mean, I think that they have eyes everywhere, but it'll be interesting to see. Oh my gosh, Daniel. She enjoys Matt for romance, but Frank for fun. I don't know. I'm not going to speak for the ladies.
That's a shirt.
Daredevil in the streets, Punisher in the
Frank in the sheets.
Why don't we have an Etsy shop for this show? Oh, I know, because we would make all these shirts and no one would buy them. I'd have like, I'd have like 10 of them on the same episode, like Michael Stipe at the VMAs.
You just keep taking them off.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it's gonna wear all these. All right. So that if we're having one of these conversations, and then I have to put this up, it says all the spoilers from Daredevil Born Again season 2, episode 4. Something must have happened, and I'm not gonna lie, I was really surprised that nothing had happened until it turns out something did happen.
So was I.
Yeah. So go ahead, Christina.
No, I felt the same. I felt like this episode stressed me out because there were a whole bunch of things happening, and you sort of saw things falling into place, and the whole him watching BB slip it into her pocket, like everything was sort of just kind of stressing me out the whole time. And then we're getting to the end of the fight, and I was like, wow, we got off pretty easy.
Yeah.
And then in rolls Punisher, and suddenly it didn't feel so easy anymore. And there was a whole I don't know. This is
Bullseye, you mean?
Bullseye.
Bullseye. Yes, I'm sorry.
But he did identify himself, or he did say he saw the Punisher on the phone. So,
right. Yeah. This is where Daredevil sort of annoys me, because he's so hard with the no, we can't kill that guy. Like, why not? Yes, you can. You could do it.
Yeah.
There's a short list, but I'm of the firm belief that there are people that it would be okay to kill. I don't know about me. I don't think I'm going to kill anybody. But yeah, there's a list of people that should be like, yeah, okay. I would turn into the Jerry Seinfeld eating popcorn meme where he's like, that's a shame.
But that is too bad. And he didn't even have to participate. He could just be like, oh,
Matt, he's not telling you to kill him.
Right.
He's just saying he's going to do it. That's a Catholic upbringing that really did I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
But, sorry, finish your thought, Christina.
No, I was let down, but understood when Daredevil got involved. I was like, oh man, I thought we were gonna see something cool. And yet again, here's Matt Murdock playing the Captain Do-Gooder coming in to save the day in the wrong way.
Yeah, well, it's like Daniel said, that's just not who Matt is. Exactly. He Matt Murdock has never been that guy, and he never will be. I don't think so. Yeah, and I thought that it was very surprising though, because you're like, wow, man, like Bullseye is he's so perfect with his aim, but all that Wilson Fisk had to do was just hold up his belt and. Wow. And I don't know. Was anybody thinking like, oh, I bet he didn't get it. No, I was like, okay, looks. And of course, it was the obnoxious monument. I don't even know, paperweight, whatever that was.
Glass. It was the glass. It was Fisk in New York. That the thing that they showed.
That Daniel bought.
That Daniel bought full price.
Yep.
Born Again. I think it also says on it. I think I have a close up of it, but yeah, I think the reading is
because it is the because that's the name of the not the fundraiser. It's the name of his whole project. But yeah, you're right. It does say on there. And boy, if somebody tunes in and hasn't seen the episode and they see this totem, I still don't know what to call this thing. Be like, what?
Dildo?
The hell go? Yeah. Well, that's actually where I was going. You're like, what in the hell is going on Daredevil? Disney Plus really turned.
Jackass did that too in Jackass 3D. Actually,
actually,
the fifth dildo. Yeah, no, this definitely looks like some black marketing here.
Yeah, put that in the gift shop. See how that works.
There you go.
Yeah, we should have
discounts galore.
So yeah, very just very surprising that's what happened, and obviously it throws Wilson Fisk off when he sees that she's there. I told you not to be here. He's right. What is she doing? She's like, oh, I'm so happy. I I got the governor on our side.
Moral
Well,
of
it
the
was
story, ladies. This is what happens when you don't listen to your husbands. Thank you. That's
my
the
favorite. My favorite.
subtext.
As soon as she walked in with the all white dress, I was like, "Well, that needs some blood
I
on
thought
it."
the
Like,
same
yeah.
thing. Mhm.
you know,
Ugh,
Well,
yeah.
although I'll give her credit. By the way, Vanessa, cool character to the end question mark.
Question mark.
Ming the
Yeah.
Merciless hand pulling Flash Gordon's ring. Like she basically like pulls out a gun and is shooting and is like
Yeah.
dead on with her aim. Like she's not going to go quietly
She
into
got him.
that good night. But
Mm-mm.
yeah, the second she showed up, we're all like, oh, here it is. And yeah, that white outfit didn't exactly make us think, oh, she should probably get out of there. Okay.
Let's put it this way: if nothing had happened to her, I would have been like, man, they really set this up, and they already made me think that Karen was going to die earlier in the episode, and now Vanessa, is obviously injured. We don't. Oh, I'm sorry, Vanessa, because we may not be talking about. We honestly may not be talking about her much longer. Who knows? So we want to make sure that we talk about that. Yep, you know what, Daniel, when you're right, you're right. It ain't the first time she's almost died, but that's a good hit in her skull. I mean, that is one of those ones where they're like, yeah, we can't take that out because.
Do we think that if she does somehow survive the glass to the dome, do we think maybe she's blind?
Oh, I did not think of that. Wow.
And she goes to Matt Murdock as her blind teacher.
Yes. And then somehow Stick shows up.
Yeah.
Well, Matt would become basically the stick
New
for
stick.
her. And he's got all that Catholic guilt. He'd do it. He really would.
No, he's such
He
a
would.
sucker.
I do have to remind us all, though. Let's not forget Echo shot Wilson in the eye at close range. And all he had to show for it was, I don't know, he put on a little weight and wore a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah,
Like,
that terrible shirt. I mean, that shirt.
People
let's be honest, that
heal
shirt
in
was
this
awful.
world. Yeah, so I remember, and now again, Wilson's a little bit of a different creature than Vanessa, but I'm not entirely convinced she's gone. But yeah, I don't think she's going to be doing hopscotch next week.
Daniel asked something in the chat, and it was actually something that I was thinking as I was pondering the episode as the credits started to roll. Did Bullseye anticipate the block that Fisk made and the shatter pattern to break like that and hit her, or did he intend to hit her with that full glass statue? I do think he's always prepared for everything. He has such a sense for where things will go, but anyone who wants to can convince me like no he wanted to hit that bitch in the skull, basically. But,
well, and it is interesting too, because I mean the shard was like a jagged piece. It seems like it was a shard from when Matt threw Bullseye into the glass and took him out. So like the shard, because if it was the shard from the glass that he threw at her, I'm wondering was Fisk's block or whatever like a shrapnel that hit her, and was it really Fisk that took out Vanessa?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure where that shard came from. Was it from the glass pane that Matt Murdock and Bullseye went through? Was it from the Wilson Fisk figurine? Who's to blame for this straight to the dome glass shard?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it could very well be. It could be, Spider-Man tries to save Gwen Stacy from getting tossed off a bridge, and then the web actually, breaks her back, and that's on you, Petey. But what do you think as we ponder what happened with that shard, Eric Connor?
It totally, same thing, gave me the Spider-Man Gwen Stacy vibes. It's like no matter what he did to protect her, he couldn't protect her. And I mean, what is really kind of exciting going into the next episode then is this guy is going to unleash hell. And I think we've already seen he's not exactly pulling his punches as a mayor, and now he just got licensed to do whatever the hell he wants. So it's pretty scary. I think next episode, I can imagine it's going to be not bloodless.
Well, that's what I was going to say. He's been so calm and measured and reasonable up until this point. That now he's going to finally have to let loose What are your thoughts on all of this, Christina?
I thought they left it ambiguous so that we could do this sort of speculation. Like, well, if it's Fisk's fault and then he turns around and he's going to blame Daredevil. He's going to blame Bullseye. He's going to blame these guys because he doesn't want to take responsibility. But the viewer, we're sort of like, I mean, but if you hadn't have smashed it, then would we be in the same situation? So I sort of thought they did that intentionally so that you could side with either side comfortably.
Yeah, no, I think that I mean, and that's why again we get this this weekly release so that we don't know. Like I would have known, you know, within, I was gonna say 30 seconds. It might have been a couple minutes. You know, I would have had to skip over the recap and you know, you fast forward through the credits where it's like the Czech voiceover. You know, okay, yeah. But Eric, why is it so important?
Yes, mystery men.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, well, because I realized as I'm watching Bullseye wreak havoc with forks, I'm like, dude, he's just taking Hank Azaria's bit from Mystery Men. He's just a lot better than Hank Azaria was at it. But I never thought there would be a Venn diagram where Dungeons and Dragons, Daredevil and Mystery Men would overlap so fully. And yet here we are. Welcome to 2026, kids.
And yet it's what we call a happy accident. And also, I know Eric wanted to make sure that he has, of course, already come up with the dust jacket for the hardcover.
Love this so much. Please text that to me too. I love that so much.
Katie
Shout out
Hampton's
to Box Lunch.
Well, and Christina did the forward. I have a quote in the back that was taken out of context. It's going to be the summer read for all of us.
And Brody's got a discounted box of the books that fell off the back of a truck. He knows a guy who knows a guy that can get you Sanitary Bitch by Katie Hampton. Katie Hampton's memoir.
I would love to make an actual book of this and bring it down to Comic-Con.
You should.
I mean, at the very least, let's print up the dust jacket and then put it around, like, you know, other
anything.
A book, yep.
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I mean, if we can have a sign at the Geekscape book, we'll schedule that there's a signing of Sanitary Bitch, and then you know we just don't put the time and just be like, you know, so that we can show this to people.
Oh god!
But also too, I love the idea of having a signing for a book that doesn't exist.
Yeah, that there's no. Just do it like a journal, like the pages are just empty, but
it's just for you. That's what makes it the Sanitary Bitch. I freaking love that. Thank you, Eric.
With pleasure.
So all right, so we've had our fun, and Wilson Fisk is going to make us pay for it next week. There'll be no more fun on the Daredevil show. Because,
notoriously light and fun.
Yeah,
Daredevil Born Again.
What do we think? What do we think about next week? I feel like I disagree with what Brody. Well, pretty much Brody's whole life I disagree, but in general, I think the idea of if they, you know, killing Foggy had the impact it did. If Vanessa is still alive, despite how interesting a character she is and what a great job that actress has done, I think she has to die for this story to move to the next level, for it to advance. What say you, Sanitary Bitch?
I needed to change my headline. I agree. I think we need to see fully unleashed. I mean, we're already getting, you know, whiffs of Frank being completely unhinged. So we need a Kingpin that's completely unhinged. Like, we need to have this, like, Kingpin of New York situation, like, really fully going out, which is why I'm so scared for BB, because BB's been playing the, like, you know, the cartoonish version of, like, you know, the Resistance is showing you. I don't think that what is happening right
now. Take a look below yourself and see what I did for you. Take a look. What does it say? On screen, it says "Sanitary Bitch" now available for pre-order.
I am so happy right now. It's so ridiculous.
See what happens when you have multiple admins running the same
It's
show.
true. It's true. It's
By the way,
true.
remind me to never let Brody have admin.
Oh no, no.
Just give
I
it
think
to
that's,
one day. Just once.
Right, that's fair, then.
Yeah. Keys to the kingdom. See what he does
Yeah.
with it.
So I know, Katie, you were actually trying to make a real point, but I changed your name, and we also.
I love it. I love it. No, I'm just. This is why I'm scared for BB, because BB's been playing, this Max Headroom sort of style of Kingpin, which is the Kingpin that we were all kind of coming to expect to be, but now we have full, doors are open. Kingpin's coming. Like, he's already been showing all this like super violence and whatnot. Now it's no longer scrapping in the kitchen. It's like he's ready to go absolute ape shit on this town.
Yeah, I think that's what that is definitely the kind of shit we need to be ready for is ape. And
Of all kinds.
All the things that we've seen Fisk do before, I think that we might not be prepared. By the way, I've never been more convinced that he won't be mayor by the start of next season, because it's just not good for you to be the mayor, But by the way, this guy could be mayor. The BB in a mask. I mean, maybe put him in a debate, and I'm remembering
BB's clock is ticking, guys. Like I don't see her getting out of the season.
Subtler for sure.
Right. Exactly. I realized I took the spoiler warning off the screen, and we're still talking spoilers, everybody, all y'all. Yeah. I don't. Wait a minute. Oh, I set it to 10 seconds. Oh, good. Well, that's good.
And it's gone.
No, I know, because I'm trying to move it to so now all I can do is put it up for a minute, because I somehow hit the timer on this thing. But anyway, it'll be all right. We'll have fun. And I can't imagine what we're gonna see just next week alone. Anybody want to just have a friendly wager as to whether or not we get Jessica Jones next episode? Because I think so. We're already going to be in episode 5 of 8, and we haven't gotten her yet. And I think Matt really needs her. That's sort of what I was saying earlier, Christina. Do you feel like we're likely to get Jessica next week?
Yeah, the way the arc is going, I think things are going to have to start coming to a head around episodes 5 and 6, so that they have 7 and 8 for everything to happen. I think they have to let Fisk go crazy, because the only way friggin' Matt Murdock is actually going to be like, all right, you got me. Like, finally, I got to do something about this guy, because he's trying real hard to dance around it. But I think they got to back him into a corner before he will do anything about Fisk.
I know, but after what he did to Matt in the Netflix show, it's like, if he let him get away with all that, I mean, he did go to jail, and as referenced earlier, Echo allegedly killed him. So I don't know, but Matt can't be the one to do it. I think we probably need Frank. Bullseye could do it. And he would feed an adorable kitty cat on his way, so it'd be like, no, look at him. I can only imagine where we might be next week at this time, and I do believe we'll be back to our Wednesday evening, so the 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern. I believe we'll be back in that slot, and boy, when we get to the finale, we might have to do something crazy, and basically as soon as we watch it. So we're going to talk about schedule, but you know what? Here's the thing: like, subscribe to the video, to the YouTube channel, to the audio version. You'll always be able to watch the show no matter what crazy time of day we do it. God, remember when we did a Loki wrap up at like 1 a.m. because it was premiering at midnight? Why would you go along with that? What a terrible idea that was. That we have to watch Loki at midnight, and
Zoom changes things though, right? And StreamYard, like, you just sort of true. Your bottom half can be whatever, as long as like you're okay from here up. So I think it wasn't so bad. And I apologize, I didn't have time to put on my Daredevil shirt, but I still overcome.
You got the hat on, and please never put that mask on, Christina. I don't even.
I was just gonna say,
Christina, I don't think you've ever seen Eric with the mask. It cuts off the circulation and actually makes
noticeably
bulge out.
My eyes actually turn red. Like I don't need
to part of the mask.
Yeah,
terrifying. It's terrifying. I'm really glad you have this hat.
By the way, when we were talking earlier, of course, we were talking about a good many things at the course of the episode, but the thing that we were talking the most about was Sanitary Bitch. Our buddy Daniel Drew points out that there'll be a panel at San Diego Comic-Con, not just the signing. So that'd be another one too. To be like, tell people like, make sure you stop by the booth for the signing and don't miss the panel, but then you don't give the information on those. So then everybody's like, where's the Sanitary Bitch panel?
Wait, guys, I don't know if you read Variety today. Sanitary Bitch is going to be a vertical series starting in November.
Oh, good.
So you better get to writing.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and get to writing. I will probably get to filming that.
You just slap your name on it. It's fine. Eric, you go ahead and write the whole thing. That's fine. That's I think what we need to do.
I feel like a ChatGPT prompt is about to come in.
So
writing.
So everybody will be able to catch up with us after they've caught up with the show next week. We'll be here to talk about episode 5, and I can only imagine what'll be going on. But until then, Christina, thank you for giving us your time a couple weeks in a row. Please let everyone know where they can find more of you.
Of course, you can find me just about anywhere at Wisecracking Blonde, Blonde. And also I have a new live play D&D show that I am producing, and that is at Hex's Heroes. Hex's Heroes.
Heroes, yes. Well, always
the and was taken, apparently.
Always great to that'll do it. Yeah. Always great to have you on, and it's funny to think back how you and I ever first met. It was a Facebook group where they for podcasters, and then they were like, "Oh, why don't you introduce yourself to each other?" Like, okay, so we came up, and you like Marvel stuff, and then the best part of that Facebook group, guys, was I was like, "Oh yeah, I met this person on the Facebook group, and we did an episode of my podcast," and then they took the link, the post down. And I was like, well, then why are we doing it if we can't share the content that we
promoting
did
it? Yeah.
So then they let me repost it, but I was like, all right, guys, you're missing the point here.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's always great to have you on here. And thank you so much.
Of course. And, Facebook groups are like the HOA of the internet. It's just so
facts, hard facts.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like, hey, does anybody know whose door this is? My package got delivered there. I don't know. What's the number on the door? Start there. But anyway, Sanitary Bitch. And I feel like because it's your brand now. And
it is.
We talked about a lot of possible merchandising. You want to make t-shirts that say Sanitary Bitch? I think those will fly off the shelves a lot faster than the Matt Murdock in the streets, Frank Castle in the sheets.
I don't know.
I
say we make both of these, and we'll see which sells better.
Yeah.
We'll A/B them. Which one sells? Okay, yeah, perfect. All right. Daniel bought both already, so
perfect.
But apart from this, is there anything on the Geekscape network that you're not a part of, Katie? Where can they find you? It's easier to say, where can't they find you?
Well, you can't find me in any casting offices just at the moment, but hopefully soon. But you can find me this weekend on Sunday, the Tutorial Guild. We're going to be talking about Dungeon Crawler Carl stuff. We've got a lot of really great things that we're going to be doing this weekend. One of them is trying the Maeve chocolate of the Virgin Dirty Shirley's, which I got a chance to send out to all of our guest hosts and stuff. So that's going to be really exciting if you're a Dungeon Crawler Carl fan. We've got a lot of really great news and interesting things to talk about. So definitely check it out here on the Geekscape channel. I am here all the time. I don't think I have a life outside of Geekscape. So yeah, you can see me here all the time.
Yeah, well, it seems like it's probably a good time to mention that the specifics will be forthcoming. But as a sort of a simple idea turned into the fact that there's going to be some degree of a Geekscape takeover at Comic-Con Revolution in Ontario, which just basically started with Jonathan London and I saying like, oh, hey, we've got a couple ideas for panels. And then it turned into like, hey, we're short on moderators. You guys want to do like, I don't know, it's like 12 panels between the two of us. It's literally, it's crazy. But
Oh, wow.
it's like big times. It's like, Rick and Morty, Battlestar Galactica. There's all this stuff going on. So I always say that Comic-Con Revolution is my favorite con locally because they sell a lot of comic books there. San Diego Comic-Con's fun, but most people aren't there for the comic books. And so we'll have more particulars on that, but it's May 16th and 17th at the Convention Center in Ontario. And if I might be able to wear any Sanitary Bitch merch for maybe not the panel with 90210, but maybe actually no, especially that, because I'll tell you what, Brenda from 90210, she was the original Sanitary Bitch. What were you going to say, Christina?
No, I agree. I feel like of all the people, they would get it. Sanitary Bitch.
I think absolutely. And Eric sends this quick message. Based on a quick lookup, the domain sanitarybitch.com is currently taken or registered, as it does not appear to be available for general registration through standard domain registrars. Sanitarybitch.net, sanitarybitch.tv. We're going to look them all up. Daniel, don't you go take all of them. We know you're going to try and sell them to Katie for like 10 grand each. Anyway, Eric Connor, I want to make sure that I let you promote your wares.
Well, I'm at sanatarybitch.gov. You can find me there at all hours. I'm actually a different part of the Geekscape. I will be, I think, on the Boys Response show. And if you think, I don't know, maybe this show crawls in terms of modern day politics and satire, so that the Boys can not just run, but blast and rip and tear and do everything it can to make some really painful commentaries about where we are right now. It's a hell of a show. Anywho, I'm there. Ken Eric Connor, I'm there over on the Insta, over on the X. Although I get hacked on X quite a bit. So if I ask you for money or anything else, we'll just assume that's the hacker, not me.
But
even if I know details.
But send the money anyway, just to be safe.
You're going to pay back. You're going to pay back all the money that I wire transferred you through X, right, Eric?
Yeah, right.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, and he's gone.
Yes,
that's too bad.
I do hope Matt Kelly took my advice for the Boys recap show, and I said that the name of the show and the theme song should be "Let's Hear It for the Boys," but I don't think he actually went forward on that.
I'm going to sing that for you, Christian. You will be represented.
You know what? I just want to be heard. That's really what it all comes down to. Anyway, thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to David Brody, who now at this point, now that we did an extra hour after he was gone, he really did a cameo in this episode, but we appreciate it all the same.
He came up with Sanitary Bitch, so yeah.
Hey, I can edit. I can edit that part out. But in any case, I want to thank everyone for joining us. Thanks to Katie, Eric, Brody, I guess, and of course Christina the Wisecracking Blonde. And we will see you next week to talk about episode 5. Until then, as the great Stan Lee would say, Excelsior.